Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the trucks that turn heads and tackle trails without breaking the bank. Today, we're talking about something that's been a long time coming, a true icon making its triumphant return. I'm talking about the 2026 Subaru Baja pickup truck. Remember the original Baja from the early 200s? That quirky little beast that blended the soul of a Subaru Outback with a pickup bed, perfect for weekend warriors who wanted to haul gear without sacrificing that signature Subaru grip. Well, Subaru's bringing it back bigger, bolder, and way more capable for 2026. This isn't just a nostalgia trip. It's a modern compact truck designed to slide right into your garage, handle the daily commute, and then take you off the beaten path when the pavement ends. Stick around as we break it all down, from the rugged good looks that scream adventure to the tech-packed cabin that feels like home, the powertrain that delivers without guzzling gas, and why this could be the smartest buy in the segment. If you're in the market for a versatile ride that punches above its weight, hit that like button now and let's jump in. Picture this. You're pulling up to a trailhead, and heads are turning because the 2026 Baja doesn't look like your average cookie-cutter pickup. It borrows that tough, no-nonsense vibe from the Outback family but shrinks it down into something more nimble and fun, clocking in at about 193 inches long overall short. Enough to weave through city traffic, but with enough presence to command respect on the highway. Starting up front, the design hits you with that classic Subaru aggression right away. The grille is this chunky hexagonal beast, framed by those razor-sharp Hawkeye LED headlights that slice through fog or dusk like they're auditioning for a sci-fi movie. They're not just for show either. These adaptive beams adjust on the fly to light up corners without blinding oncoming traffic. And they pair perfectly with the available fog lamps tucked low for those misty morning off-road starts. The bumper down below is sculpted with a high approach angle in mind, wrapped in durable black cladding that shrugs off rock chips. And you've got that signature Subaru star badge gleaming front and center. It's a face that says, "I'm ready for the rough stuff," but with clean lines that keep it from looking dated or overly brutish. Think refined. Rally racer rather than full-on monster truck swinging around to the side. That's where the Baja really starts to flex its personality, blending that short bed utility with a stance that's equal parts athletic and adventurous. The wheelbase is tight, giving it this agile, almost coupe-like profile that's shorter and meaner than the Outback it shares DNA with, making it a breeze to park in tight spots or maneuver on winding back roads. Beefy fender flares bulge out over the wheels, housing up to 80-inch alloys wrapped in all-terrain rubber that bites into gravel or mud without a second thought. These aren't skinny city tires. They're chunkier on the off-road oriented trims with sidewall flex for soaking up bumps. And check out those hydrographic wheel arches, a subtle nod to the original Baja's wild graphics. Now updated with a more premium finish that you can spec in matte black for that stealthy vibe. The side mirrors are beefed up with integrated turn signals and puddle lamps that project the Subaru logo on the ground when you unlock it at night. And the door handles sit flush to cut wind noise on long hauls. New color options like geyser blue pop against the body lines, giving it a fresh ocean meets mountain feel, while the running boards, if you opt for them, are textured aluminum that doubles as a step for loading the bed without turning into an ice rink in winter. It's a profile that flows seamlessly from cab to cargo, reminding you this is a truck built for real life, not just show, flipping to the rear. The Baja keeps the party going with a 5-foot bed that's practical without being a space hog, lined with spray and protection to fend off scratches from kayaks, bikes, or whatever weekend project you've got brewing. The tailgate drops down smooth as butter with a handle that's glove-friendly. And here's the genius part. It's got this innovative midgate design that folds inward, letting you extend the bed into the cab for hauling those longer items like plywood or surfboards up to 8 feet without renting a trailer. Tie-down cleats are strategically placed along the sides, and floor 8 in total for securing loads that won't budge. And there's even a 120-volt power outlet in the bed for running tools on site if you're turning this into your mobile workshop. The taillights wrap around in slim LED strips that echo the front headlights for that cohesive look, and on higher trims, you get a backup camera view right on the tailgate handle screen for hitching up without drama. Ground clearance sits at a healthy 9 inches stock, bumping up to over 10 on the rugged variants with skid plates underneath to shield the underbelly from trail debris. It's a rear end that's all about function, wrapped in form rugged enough for the dirt, but polished enough to blend into suburbia. Alright, Enough ogling from the outside, let's hop in and see what the 2026 Baja feels like once you're settled behind the wheel. Because Subaru didn't skimp on making this cabin a place you'd want to spend hours in, whether that's blasting down the interstate or bouncing over roots on a Forest Service road. Slide into the driver's seat, and you're greeted by durable cloth upholstery that's tough as nails and wipes clean after a muddy hike. Or step up to the optional leather that's perforated for breathability on hot days and heated for those crisp fall mornings. It seats 4 comfortably in the extended cab setup, or 5 if you go for the crew version with a bit more rear legroom, nothing cavernous like a full-size Ram, but plenty for kids, dogs, or that extra buddy on the adventure. The front buckets hug you just right with adjustable lumbar support, and the steering wheel leather wrapped in heated tilts and telescopes to fit any driver, complete with thumb grips for when you're wrestling the wheel on loose gravel. Up on the dash, it's all clean, uncluttered lines with soft touch materials that feel premium without the fake wood pretense. The gauges are a crisp digital cluster you can customize for everything from fuel economy readouts to off-road inclinometers, showing pitch and roll angles. Tech-wise, the star of the show is that massive 11.6-inch Starlink touchscreen dead center, running Subaru's latest infotainment that's buttery smooth and wireless for Apple CarPlay and Android. Auto no fumbling with cables mid-commute. Voice commands pick up your requests crystal clear, even over road noise. And over-the-air updates mean your nav and safety systems stay fresh without a dealer visit. Below it, you've got physical knobs for climate-control dual-zone automatic with rear vents to keep everyone happy and a row of USB-C ports for charging a whole crew's devices. Safety is baked in deep with the EyeSight suite, adaptive cruise that learns your style, lane keeping assist that gently nudges you back without being nanny-ish, and automatic emergency braking that scans for pedestrians or deer at night. The back seat folds flat in a 60/40 split to create a massive pass-through for longer cargo, and there's hidden storage under the rear seats for valuables or recovery gear. Down on the floor, rubberized mats trap dirt and water, making cleanup a hose-off job, and ambient lighting in soft blues or reds sets the mood for evening drives home from the mountains. It's cozy, connected, and clever. Subaru's way of saying this truck isn't just for work. It's for living. Now, fire it up. And that's when the 2026 Baja really starts to shine, because under the hood, Subaru's dialed in a powertrain that's as efficient as it is eager, proving you don't need a V8 roar to conquer the wild. Pop the keyless start, and the base 2.4-liter turbocharged Boxer 4-cylinder Boxer engine awakens with a smooth growl, pumping out 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, plenty to launch you from 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds while keeping things composed. That flat 4 layout keeps the center of gravity low for planted handling, and it's mated to a continuously variable transmission that's tuned to feel more like a traditional automatic, with paddle shifters if you crave that manual illusion on twisty roads. But the real magic? Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive as standard across the board, no front-wheel drive, compromises here like some budget trucks force on you. It distributes power side to side and front to rear instantly, whether you're hydroplaning on rain-slicked highways or clawing up a muddy incline. Fuel economy hovers around 25 miles per gallon combined in the gas version, but opt for the hybrid assist on select trims. And you're looking at up to 35 mpg without sacrificing that WD grip, perfect for those long hauls to the coast with a full load. On the performance front, this thing handles like a Subaru should, confident and composed, with a suspension that's firmer than your average commuter car but compliant enough to iron out potholes without jarring your teeth. The electric power steering is quick and precise, making it a joy to flick through apexes on canyon carving runs. And the brakes discs all around with ABS and stability control haul it down from speed with progressive feel and zero fade even after repeated off-road stops. Towing maxes out at 3,500 pounds, so you can hitch a small camper or jet ski trailer without sweat, thanks to the integrated trailer sway control that keeps things aero straight. And for the dirt lovers, X-Mode Terrain Management is your co-pilot. To dial it to snow for icy passes, mud for boggy fields, or rock for crawling over boulders, and it tweaks T.